The other day I was playing a little bit of Just Cause 4, thinking of new stunt ideas, challenges and that sort of stuff, and in general just abusing some planes, you know, like any good Solis citizen would actually do. And then I went exploring a little bit. I was, you know, flying around looking for potential locations for the next stunt and whatnot, and I came to the bottom right corner of the map, you know, this island that we used for one of the spearhead stunts, and I was flying around and all of a sudden I saw that. What the hell was that? It appears that there's a brand new set of islands that have been added, I don't know when? Because the weird thing about these islands is that they don't appear on the map at all. I assume they might have came in with the recent patch, or maybe they got added with the Los Demonios DLC. I'm not exactly sure, but it's kind of a strange location for this. And even weirder, like I said, they are not marked on the map at all. So as you guys can see, this is the island for the Los Demonios DLC, and those tiny little islands that they added are marked clearly on the map, but if we go to the very bottom to where these islands are, they're completely missing off of the map. I'm not sure if anybody has actually managed to discover these islands just yet, because I haven't seen anybody talk about it on either Reddit or YouTube. But yeah, it appears that this could be either related to the Los Demonios DLC, or potentially this is the setup for the Agency Strikes Back. So maybe this is basically where you'll have to come in order to initiate the missions, or maybe this is kind of going to be the location of this DLC, which kind of would make sense if you look at it that way. Because as you guys can see, in the top right corner, we've got the Los Demonios DLC. On the opposite side, you've got the Daredevils of Destruction, so it would only make sense for them to add the third and the last DLC on the other side of the map. Obviously, there's plenty of water here, and if the rumors and speculations are true, we might see oil rigs and some sort of a giant-ass floating city, floating base, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely going to be a sea base. I have a feeling for that DLC. I don't necessarily think it's going to be a traditional island, but we'll have to wait and see for that. But yeah, it's just a set of 3 small islands, but the weird thing about them is this thing right here. As you guys can see, there's some weird texture work going on here. I don't know what this is meant to be exactly. Maybe this is where some structures are gonna go, or something is going to change about this island, but it just doesn't make any sort of sense. And if we go on the inside, obviously there's still vegetation and everything, but it looks like this bit has been kind of cut away weirdly. It reminds me of the inside of the tunnels, you know, the glitching outside the map video that I showed you guys. And that basically kind of what it looks like. It's weird, and it's just kind of strange how this isn't marked on the map at all. Another theory is that this could be just similar to Boom Island from Just Cause 3, where the developers would basically test out some objects and stuff like that. So they just thought to themselves, there's no need to mark this on the map, because there's literally nothing going on here as far as I can tell. I didn't find any secrets, any nukes, or any of that sort of stuff, and I assume this island is available on all platforms, so you guys can check it out as well. And if you do find anything, please do let me know on either my Discord or on Twitter. Both of those links are gonna be in the description as always. But yeah, kind of strange, if you ask me, that they've added some islands into the game without letting anybody know. And what is this? Excuse me. I don't think the Blackhand is very happy that we're exploring this island right now. And of course, there's a battle raging on in the ocean. Why the hell am I not surprised? So yeah, it just acts like any old island as far as I can tell, because it looks like animals are spawning on it, right, but there's plenty of these weird graphical glitches everywhere, and I just kind of don't understand what those are meant to be. I don't know if it's still kind of under development, which is why it makes me think that this could be related to the last DLC, to Agency Strikes Back, which I think we might see the trailer for that any moment right now. I think it's gonna come out maybe in the next week or so. We just have to kind of keep on paying attention to the official Just Cause channel to see what that is going to be all about. But let's quickly have a look around if there's anything hidden on this island. As far as I can tell, it's just, you know, a traditional old island. Nothing too much going on over here, apart from, like I said, those weird graphical glitches. Still pretty cool, though, that they've added, like, a set of islands for no reason with one of these patches or updates. What is that? Okay, that's just a destroyed plane. I'm pretty sure that crashed like a few minutes ago, because that was not there. Also, just to make sure that this island, you know, wasn't here from the very beginning of the game, I did pull up an old video of mine that I did around the spearhead and the microjet stunt, which I basically did in this region. And as you guys can see from the footage, the island is completely missing. So this is indeed a brand new island they've added, which they didn't mark on the map. What's interesting is that animals actually spawn on it. I'm not sure if this is kind of like, you know, normal for that to happen. You know, wherever there's land, there's gonna be animals spawning on the island, but pretty cool nevertheless. What's down here? Is there any secret caves or anything hidden around here? It doesn't really look like it, does it, Jimmy? What the hell? This side of the island looks pretty alright. Not too many graphical glitches or anything. And I think I spoke too soon. No, never mind. There's nothing, as far as I can see on this side. It's just the other side of the island that seems to be completely glitched. So doing the parachute glitch to obviously see what's underwater, it doesn't look like there's any sort of points of interest. But if you look at the landscape comparing to the rest of Solis, it does look like it's just kind of been plonked here, instead of doing like proper erosion. If you guys see in the distance, you can see clear erosion lines, whereas this doesn't really have any of that, which is kind of interesting. So let's try to go underwater to see if maybe it is just a floating island. It is really hard to see, but the ground seems very smooth and it's not properly textured, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it looks like it. It's just kind of like a smooth sand texture that's going all the way up to the island. Okay, that's kind of interesting. And I feel like I'm about to suffocate any minute right now. Oh god. Rico, keep it together, buddy. Keep it together. We're fine. Don't sweat about it too much. But anyway, guys, that is gonna do it for this video. You know, showcasing you this hidden island in Just Cause 4. Let me know if this is actually on all platforms, because I'm kind of curious if this is also on PlayStation and Xbox. So if you've got the game on any of those platforms, just make sure you check this out and let me know either on my Discord or on Twitter. The link to that is going to be in the description. Also, guys, check out my merch. The link is gonna be as well in the description. I've just dropped Black Vadact merch, and if you buy anything and send me pictures once the merch arrives, I'm gonna feature that in one of my future videos. So yeah, thank you guys everybody for all the support. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new to the channel for plenty more Just Cause 4 content. But for now, that is gonna do it, boys, and I shall see you guys next time. Take care, goodbye, bye 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 bye.